Alright, when we left things in the previous video, we had our section set up and we had a couple of instruments already added, so I'm now going to just work with our B section, which is going to be my verse. And in my verse section I'm going to start adding loops. So I hit on the loop button, and one of the really good things that you can do to start with is probably choose a genre. If you select the genre, GarageBand will only present you with loops that are applicable to that genre. So that means that your whole piece of music will have some sort of uniformity throughout the whole thing. So let's go through. So let's go to a genre. I might go with R&B just for the moment. And then the first thing I think I'd like to add is maybe my drum beats. So then it's up to us, we can sort of go through and start auditioning these drum beats, yeah? I'll just pop on my headphones so I can hear them a little bit. Okay, so we've got bongo room beat. Sounds something like that. And so we can keep on going through and sort of just auditioning things that we like. Okay, I don't mind this one. And there's also a daylight beat number 2, which might be good for one of my other sections. So I'm going to go with daylight beat 1 though for my verse section. So I simply, after I've selected it, just drag it in. And it's just automatically dropped it in there. At this stage, it's a good idea maybe to get rid of any these 2 bass tracks that I sort of inserted at the start of the composition. So I just touch on the bass icon there and hit delete. Touch on the top bass icon and hit delete, and I'm left with just my drum part. Alright, in the piece of music that I'm creating, I'm just going to create 4 layers. So I'm going to create a drum layer, a bass layer, a harmony layer, and a melody layer. Alright, so now I go back up to the top. I've got my drum layer in, so I go to a bass layer. Let's get a bass going and have a listen. Alright. Alright, so maybe alright, let's go with this groovy electric bass, that's fine. Pop him in there. The next thing then, oh, and by the way, as I put things in, I can have a listen to them as well and just sort of see how the whole thing's building up. At the moment, you'll hear also a little, like a ticking noise. That's your metronome. Okay, so I'll switch my metronome off. Okay, great. Then I'm going to choose maybe some sort of a rhythm loop, or yeah, so maybe we'll choose this from guitar. Okay, I don't mind that one. I'm going to pop that one straight in. Alright, obviously, depending on how you want your song to sound, you might be spending a little bit more time on this, but I'm just sort of trying to put something together fairly quickly. Great. Alright, I like the sound of that so far. Now I'm going to go with something that's more like a lead instrument. And I'll see if I can find something in synths. So some sort of... Yep, that'll do. Great. Alright. Fine. Yep, that works for me as a verse. So that's one section built up with a drum kit, a bass, a harmony loop, and a melody loop. And that's how you do your adding your loops to the section in GarageBand.